Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Something very, very important that I want to talk to you guys about. Before we do, I want you to consider subscribing if you're new to this channel because we talk about the current events in light of the Quran and Sunnah. We know what is happening with Turkey right now. There is a good possibility that Turkey will leave NATO. In fact, in December last year, I made a video, a commentary, where I said that just weeks after NATO summit that took place in December, brushed internal disputes under the carpet, renewed sparring between the US and Turkey points to longer term risk to the alliance. We have mentioned how Turkey and US they were in kind of like a spat, and how eventually Turkey will leave NATO. Especially situation relationship with France is just getting worse and worse. France right now is becoming a big threat. But you know what is very unfortunate? The unfortunate thing is not France. The unfortunate thing is that the Muslims, Egypt, they're supporting Greece and France when they should be trying to mediate. All the time we hear this thing, this rhetoric of, well, we are not here to, create trouble. We are not here to get into a fight. We are here to make peace. So if you are here to make peace, what is your peace right now? I'm asking this question to Egypt and other Muslim countries. Why are you not mediating in the case of Turkey and Greece and France? Where are you right now? You're gone. Very unfortunate. Muslims are not helping Muslims, and the animosity, the hatred, these kind of mentality that I don't care for my Muslim brother, and the ill feeling is such that it is very overpowering and it can really blind you. And this is exactly what is happening with the other Muslim countries. They should get involved. They should side with Turkey. At least they should be neutral and say, let's, get onto a table and talk about it. But no Muslim country is doing it. Rasulullah SAW, this hadith is reported in Sahih. Actually, this is a Hasan hadith. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, he reported Sunan ibn Majah, where the hadith was reported. He said, إِذَا وَقَعَتِ الْمَلَاحِمُ بَعْثَ اللَّهُ بَعْثَ مِنَ الْمَوَالِهُمْ أَكْرَمُ الْعَرَبِ فَرَسًا وَأَزْوَادُهُ سِلَاحًا يُؤَيِّدُ اللَّهُ بِهِمُ الدِّينَ. When the fierce battles take place, Rasulullah is talking about a battle. When the fierce battles take place, Allah will send a troop of freed slaves who will be the best Arab horsemen and the best armed, with whom Allah will support His religion. The hadith is talking about not only one battle, but fierce battles, plural. When Allah will support the group that will be on the right side with His own help. And not only that, there is another, the hadith continues on to say, فَيَسْتَمِعُونَ لِلْمَلْحَمَةِ فَيَتُونَ حِينَئِذٍ تَحْتَ ثَمَانِيَ غَايَةٍ تَحْتَ كُلِّ غَايَةٍ اثْنَا عَشَرَ أَلْفًا. Again, same chain of narration. They will gather for the fierce battle, and at that time they will come with 80 banners, of which each will have 12,000 troops. The reason I'm reading this hadith is because, dear brothers and sisters, the Prophet ﷺ, he prophesied that there will be battles. There will be Malhama, and not only just 1-2 battle, but more than that. There will be multiples. There will several battles. There will fierce battle. Fierce battle take place. فَيَسْتَمِينَ لِلْمَلْحَمَةِ. Malhamati here means it's not like a small, tit for tat kind of fight. It's a huge fight. Malhama means a huge, fierce battle. Malhamati, and he used the word malhamati, not malhamatu, not just one battle. Malhamati means like there will be multiple battles, many one. فَيَأْتُونَ حِينَئِذٍ تَحْتَ ثَمَانِيَةٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, at that time they will come with 80 banner, of which will be 12,000 troops. So again, the prophecy What we are saying, we do not want this prophecy to be fulfilled in our time, simply because it can be very, very devastating. It will affect all of us. If this malhama takes place, it will affect all of us. And when he mentioned about malhama, it definitely indicates there will be some kind of, Allahu Alam, my prediction, some kind of nuclear weapon will be used. Again, Allahu Alam. So Turkey, as I said, they are now at a point. What is happening right now is Turkey is saying the oil exploration in the Mediterranean Sea, they said we are not going to make any concession. And why should Turkey make any concession? They are following the rule. They're following the international law. The ones that are not following the international law are the countries like France, uh, Greece, Egypt. These countries are not following it. And so they're not helping Turkey. And now there is a possibility that there could be a much bigger escalation that can take place, which will eventually lead to this malhama. Hopefully this will not happen, because what is even worse in terms of situation we are in right now is the relationship of China and US. Okay, that part, that relationship is much, much worse. I'm going to mention to you a few more things about Turkey and Greece. It says concerns are growing there could be a conflict between Turkey and Greece in the Eastern Mediterranean. For weeks, the two neighboring countries have been disputing maritime boundaries and offshore energy rights. On Tuesday, means just a few days ago, they sent warships to the waters in a show of force. Warships, like both of them are sending, they're both of them are flexing their muscle. Turkey's vessel Orak Reis is conducting research, and Greece says it is above its continental shelf. You see what is brewing right now is not good. What is happening right now is just gonna be devastating. Both Greece and Turkey are neck on neck. Ankara disputes Athens' exclusive rights in the region. Both countries have announced military exercises within a broad area between the Greek island of Crete and Cyprus. But they have also signaled readiness for dialogue as Germany tries to mediate between the NATO allies. Germany is not a good friend of Turkey. We had seen how there was problem ensuing between these two countries, Turkey and Germany. In fact, if you remember, the footballer Ozil, right? He actually left Germany. He said, "I'm not going to be playing for Germany because they are not good to the Muslims," and because he had Turkish blood in his body, he said they discriminated against me. So even though yes, Germany is right now trying to mediate, but do you think it will be end in a positive way? I don't think so. On top of that, Erdogan, he was slammed. Okay, he was slammed by Washington just 2 days ago because he hosted Hamas group, the members, okay, for a talk, and US said you cannot do that. So what I'm trying to get you at, very, very important, is that the the direction it is heading to, the whole situation between Turkey, Greece, tension in the Mediterranean, tension between US and China, tension between US and Russia, Russia meddling in the US election, a lot of other things. It is going towards a catastrophic end. The only way for the solution for all of this sometimes looks like only when there will be a conflict, a major conflict, a malhama to take place. And when we talk about malhama, we are not talking about just having malhama between Muslim nations. It can also involve the non-Muslims, and it is involving the non-Muslims. You cannot have a malhama without some non-Muslim countries are involved in it. Okay, and again, the prophecy is very, very clear. There will be fierce, they will gather, means people will gather for fierce battle, and this is a prophecy. فيستمعون للملحمة فيأتون حينئذ تحت ثمانية. They will gather. There will be a situation, a phenomena that will take place according to this hadith, this prophecy, where people will gather and they will fight each other. But Allah Azza wa Jal will help the one who um, would be on the right side of the history, and Allah will help and support them, and they will be victorious. Okay, this is something I want to share with you because this is amazing. This hadith is amazing. It talks about what we are going through or what we will go through in the future, in the coming days. Exactly this, pinpointing all the details. So we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. But the question remains: will Turkey and Greece will have conflict? Most likely not, because it will not be of any good for US. It will not be good for the world. It will not be good for the region. If Turkey falls, or if Greece, something happens to them, the whole um, you know refugees crisis will take a new turn, an unprecedented turn. It will flood Europe with a lot of refugees. Thousands, if not millions, of people will seek asylum in Europe, and Europe knows they cannot afford it. So they will try whatever they can. But what is very important here is to notice how France will act. Macron, he has problem with the Muslims for whatever reason. He doesn't like the Muslims. Look like he has a special place for the Muslim who do not really follow Islam. For example, he went to Lebanon, and he was acting as if he is their prime minister, their president. Like, why are you so empathetic towards this country, Lebanon? And I explained that is because the Lebanese Beirut is called the Paris of the Middle East. So Macron, he's really, really not somebody up to any good for the Muslims. He's just creating more trouble, and now he's creating trouble with Turkey, saying that Turkey needs to back down. And he's actually sending warships to France. Why are you doing this? This is crazy. It's stupid. He should try to make the situation calm and resolve the issues they have. Rather, he's going against Turkey. Why? Because he doesn't want Turkey to become a dominant power. And that is because Turkey is not a secular state anymore. Yes, there are a lot of 50%, almost 50% of the Turkish people are secular still, but Erdogan is trying his best to take his whole nation, ila zulumati mina nur, from darkness to nur, to light, and everybody will definitely try to prevent that happening. And this is the nature of human being. Allah mentioned in the Quran, every time you try to lift people up, every time you try to bring people out from darkness to light, you will have enemies. You will have people who would not like it. And this is exactly what we are saying. The reason most countries are fearful about Turkey is because Turkey is changing and Erdogan is changing. He is reciting the Quran in public, shows he's encouraging the Muslims to read the Quran. Translation means he indirectly wants the Muslims to go back to their religion. And the whole world, they don't like it. A leader reciting the Quran in public and protecting the Muslims and raising his voice in Kashmir, in Myanmar, in China. He raised his voice everywhere he could. Obviously, he cannot solve all the problems, and we should never expect Turkey to be our problem solver, because then it will be unjust, it will be unfair. They are a nation after all. They are not superpower. They are just a nation, but they are doing more than what we can ever imagine. They are with Pakistan. They're helping. Erdogan is always raising his voice. Which Muslim? Give me one example of any Muslim, other Muslim country who are doing the same. Zero. No one is raising their voice. When Muslim gets hurt, no one is raising their voice. And some of you have asked me why then he deals with Israel. Well, because the reason he deals with them, he doesn't have to. He's doing it because of Palestine. If he doesn't deal with Israel and he doesn't have business and relationship with them, Israel will just go ahead and annihilate Palestinians. They depend on Turkish aid. You cannot even imagine. That's Florida. If you remember the ship Florida that was captured by Israeli force, that was sent from Turkey by Turkish government, it was captured. And there was a big problem ensued. And that happened because Turkey's interest, the love for the Palestinian brothers and sisters. They did not have to go through this, but they went through this for the sake of Allah, for the sake of Islam, for the sake of the Muslim brothers, inshallah. We need to support the right party. Rasulullah, he's talking about in this hadith, about men who love Allah. These are not men who Allah will support because they sided with the non-Muslims, or they remain silent in the face of oppression. These are the men Allah will support. Allah will send His special support. These are the men who helped the Muslim, who raised their voice for the Muslims, who protected the Muslim, who tried their best to protect the Muslims. Do you think Allah will send somebody to help when they neglected the Muslims? No. We do not know what is in people's hearts. We do not know what is in Erdogan's heart. We do not know. And we do not need to know that. Allah knows it. But what we need to know is what you are doing outwardly. And Umar bin al-Khattab, he said that, yes, we cannot hold you accountable, but don't say you are a good person, or don't say don't judge me, or only Allah can judge me. Umar bin al-Khattab said, no, I will judge you based on your action. I cannot judge you based on what is in your heart. I might be wrong in that case. No problem. I'm not judging you for that. But what you do is what we will go with. Amazing things, brothers and sisters. Malhama, the battle. We want this platform, inshallah, these videos are about peace. We want to make sure, number one, we're siding with a party that is right, that is just. At the same time, we are also promoting peace and brotherhood amongst the Muslim nation. If you are from Saudi Arabia, if you're from UAE, do not think this is a video or channel against you. No. I love you guys for the sake of Allah, all of you. The Muslim brothers, we're all in it together. We love each other, we protect, we take care of each other. And I don't care where you are from, I love you. Brother Azmar Mustaqim, Yusuf, Brother Al-Kawthar, Azmar Mustaqim, we want to leave. So, inshallah, we will talk more about it and see and hope and pray that things will change for the Muslims, and Allah Azza wa Jal will be sending, when the fierce battles take place, Allah will send a troop of freed slaves who will be the best Arab horsemen and the best armed, with whom Allah will support His religion. Reported by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anh. This is Hassan Hadith, Sunan Ibn Majah. This is where it was reported. Leave your comment, inshallah. Like this video if you did. Share your comment. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And I will see you soon again. Assalamu alaikum.